When Suella Braverman said hundreds of millions of people were going to make their way to Britain, she was called all sorts of names. When she said that there was an invasion taking place on our south coast, she was called a far-right racist. But just look at what's happening now. 400,000 migrants are predicted to try to enter Italy this year from Africa. The vast majority of these people will not be staying in Italy or in Spain or in France. Why? Because they want to come to Britain. And European nations are more than happy to just wave them through. The myth that these people are all desperate refugees has been completely shattered by the latest immigration figures, which show nearly 1 million people coming from non-EU countries, many of whom came from Africa. If you really want to get here legally, it clearly isn't that hard. The majority of these people will be economic migrants who do not meet our economic test to entry. We are not a charity case. We have rules for entry, like everywhere does. You have to be 18 to buy a packet of cigarettes. You have to be a certain height to ride a roller coaster. You have to be under the alcohol limit to drive a car. Rules are normal, OK? They lead to a stable, functional society. Well, our immigration minister, Robert Jenrick, is currently off to Algeria and Tunisia to get a good look at the situation on the ground there as hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people prepare to descend on Europe and try to get across the Channel then into Britain. We have to crack those gangs and cut them off at source. We have to deport thousands of people a month as a deterrent. People moaning about the cost of deportation should consider the cost of not doing it. Continued record illegal immigration by economic migrants who will not benefit our economy massively. If they could be a net benefit, then they would gain entry legally. I am convinced that Britain is at a crossroads now. We could crack the gangs and stave off hundreds of thousands of people trying to get to Britain this year and deport people as a deterrent, or we can wave goodbye to our way of life, our culture and our infrastructure.